Hello, lovely people. I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. It's Tuesday, therefore it's Twinchy Day. Twinchy Tuesday, hosted by the lovely Jenn at Sassy Southern NC Girl. And I have my 4 Twinchies. I have some stickers. I have Twinchy-sized squares drawn on a piece of thin copy paper. I have a circular die. I have a couple of different types of glue. I've got scissors, and I've got 2 tri-blend pens in a dark red and a citrus. I also have gold wax or gold pen, depending on what I'm going to use, and I have a pencil. My theme today is going to be circus. So I've got these circus stickers, and I actually want, if that's roughly the middle, what I want is something that looks like a curtain has opened. So we'll put, yeah, that should work. Going to do the same with this one. Draw a rough V. Yep. I've got a clown. And I've got a lion. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines down here in red and yellow. You probably don't want to watch me doing all of these, and therefore I'll put you on pause until I'm finished. That's the red done. Now I'm going to do the yellow. It's a good job I didn't need them to be straight, isn't it? Right, they're all red and yellow. The final thing I think I want to do is just go over the edge like that on each of the 4 of them. Are you sitting watching this thinking, what on earth is this crazy woman doing? I hope everyone's well today. Easter's over. Now, the next step for me is to cut each of them out. All cut out, and this is where the assemblage starts. Now, what I want to happen here is I want my performer to look as though he's just coming out from the curtains. Okay, so first of all, I am going to remove, she says confidently, the backing from half of the sticker I'm going to slot it through there. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to glue this half of my circus curtains. I am going to attempt to line this up with there. I am going to remove this. Oh, I don't want that to stick yet. I'm going to put some glue on this. And I am going to attempt to get all those stuck down. Not bad. Then I am cutting the excess off the back. Okay. And removing that glue. I've got a pin in my mouth from the glue stick. Glue bottle, that's not a good idea. We are going to attempt to do the same with this one. He needs to be tucked. He can come out the other side, maybe? Yes, so the easiest way to do this one, and it would probably have been the easiest way to do the other one. Can't get the sticker off. Right, okay. Is to take that sticker the backing half off. What did I say I wanted to do? I wanted to have him like that. Yes. So now I want to be gluing this. Maybe I will just use wet glue. I want to be removing the other half of this if I can. Yeah. Like that. Put a bit of glue on him. I want to line him up at the top. Oh, not quite in alignment. Mind you, I'm going to go over that in gold. So that's not too bad. And then I am going to just trim off all the excess. Like that. 1 and 2. You are number 3. What have you got stuck on the back of you? I think she can just go over the top of both sides. I really hate stickers. Actually, I don't. I love them, but I just struggle to get the back off. I want to probably have you like that. Then I'm just gonna go over these bits. And I shall attempt to line you up. Stick you down, trim you nicely. It's such a nice day today. The sun has finally come out. It wasn't too bad for yesterday. It wasn't too bad. What was yesterday? Easter Monday. It was quite a nice day on. No, it wasn't a nice day on Sunday. I tried to do my washing and it rained on me. Right, final one. Do I want his feet or his umbrella? Probably both, to be honest. That would be okay. So we'll take that and cut that off. Stick that like that. Attempt to peel the rest of this off. That I want over there like that. Yeah, that'll do us. So we will now glue under there. We will stick that down there. Yeah, like that. And now I'll trim the ends off. Okay, these are not finished. And the reason they're not finished is because I want to try something that I have no idea whether or not it's going to work. If you've been to this channel before, you know that I have absolutely no fear of trying things for the first time on camera, because the worst that can happen is that they go horribly wrong, and that doesn't really matter. So I've got my circle die, and I want to draw a circle in pencil to highlight a bit of this scene. And what I want it to look like is that the spotlight is on the performer. So the circle does not have to be fully on the twinchy, it has to highlight the performer. Okay, so anything that is outside the circle is not in the spotlight. And like I say, I have no idea whether this is going to work. But this is the reason I used the tri-blend pens, because what I want to do now is go over the relevant colours with the darker of the tri-blends to make it look less bright than the other bits. So I want to do that bit there, that bit there, and that bit there. And like I say, this is in an attempt to make it look as though the performer has the spotlight on them. Okay. I'm going to pause you while I finish these off. Okay, it's all done. What do you think? I think it needs something else. And I think what it needs is gold around the spotlight. Now these stickers are plastic ones. Is this going to work? I mean, this is a, what is this? It's a pilot. So we have the circle around him. We'll put the circle around her. Not sure I like those marks I did on that one. Then we will put the circle around the elephant. And the circle around the lion. Do I want to go around the edges? And if I do, let's see if I can get half of this off. That's better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better. Black edge, red edge. Let's give it a go with a bit of, sorry, I'm reaching across you. Let's give it a go with a bit of barn door, shall we? Find a red one. There's a red one. might have improved it if I'd actually used stripy paper instead of attempting to create my own. Okay, lids on things, get things out of the way, find the Twinchy book, put some small bits of double-sided tape on the back of there, one of these, one, 2, 3, 4. Are you reassured that I can count to 4? Like that. My grandson, who is almost 3, is quite good with his counting. However, he gets to a certain point, which is usually about 19 or 20, and switches to days of the week instead. I have no idea why. But we go from, 19 Monday, Tuesday. Right, we'll have... He wasn't the first one. The elephant was meant to be the first one. I'm really not doing these straight, am I? I don't do anything straight. See, I'd have the lion there, but for the fact that the lion's facing that way, which is probably why the elephant shouldn't have been the first one. Circus Twinchies. Where's a pen? There's a pen. And I shall put Tuesday. April 7, 2026. And there are my circus-themed Twinchies with my performers meant to be in a spotlight. I'm not sure that quite works, but there you go. For Twinchy Tuesday. Thank you, Jen, for hosting this fabulous collaboration. I absolutely love it. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.